Amazing, amazing, my beautiful viewer. We are back again, and when we come back, we're always coming back with great stories. If they are not informative stories, we're talking about stories that have made great impact within the communities. And today, I have one of the youngest Kenyans, one among the youngest Kenyans who are really making very big strides within the community and trying to make a community the better place for them to be. So she will introduce herself, then we pick it from there. Karibu sana, let these people know who you are.
Hiyo introduction ni sawa. Kwa majina naitwa Mercy, King Mercy aka King Mercy. As you've been told, I'm young and sweet. Mungu anasaidia.
You want to make it sweet 16? No problem.
Sweet 16.
Every woman is sweet 16. There's no any woman who is getting older.
We don't get older.
You don't get older. Why?
We get older kwa ID.
Why do like
but body na normal life we are sweet 16.
Oh, I heard you call yourself King Mercy. Why not Queen?
Okay, that's aka King Mercy. Inamaanisha as in a king can be a queen in a form of I believe I hustle like a man. I do my things like a man. So in this society it's changing. So watu tumezoea kujituma. Most of the times sisi wanawake tunajiita king. Inamaanisha we are in the position of a king but in a body of a queen.
Does it mean you don't need a queen? A king?
For me, in my life I need a king, but whatever I've said, we play the role of a king in a body of a queen.
So you're talking about equal opportunities for each and every individual. What a man can do, a woman can do better.
So that's me.
But there are things that the women will never do better that men are good at.
Hiyo ni nilipitwa na wakati. Now we can do everything equal.
I hear the sound of a feminist in you. I can hear a feminist talking. Are you one of the? Are you a feminist? You're a feminist.
Kinda, yeah. I don't want to talk about.
So you want to balance. Okay. Yeah, we said that you've done a very big impact, or you're doing a very big impact within the communities. Can you tell us some of the projects that you're running within the communities?
Okay, I have. I'm the CEO of foundation called Mercy Foundation. It deals with kids. We are members. We are working together. But whatever we do to society, we associate ourselves with small kids from birth to early teen. Early teen, I mean 13. So that's primary. So we impact them by giving them hope. We give them learning materials. We give them sponsorship for school fees. Because government, they believe primary school wanasoma bure. So the people who cannot afford the basic needs for schooling, we try hapa na pale, we sponsor them all over Kenya, not only in Nairobi. Okay, we give them footwears, we give them refreshments to tell them there is life beside reading and learning. So we give them opportunities where we can. So that's what Mercy Foundation does.
So that's all what Mercy. So it's simply mentorship programs for you said from birth to early teen.
Yeah, it's mentorship and kusukuma watoto wasome.
So that is
so it's learning
and mentorship.
Yeah.
Okay, giving them hope in terms of providing what they're lacking in schools. Okay, are you only doing this to the people who don't have, or you're doing it to generally a school? Maybe a head teacher from Western can call you, hey, Mercy, I had you, or King, I had you say this and this. Can you guys come to my school? Are you ready to?
No, before we go to do any project, we look for vulnerable. That's why in our mission for Mercy Foundation, we have said to reach for vulnerable kids. So we go to primary school, government primary school most. Juu kama mtu ampeleka mtoto private, inamaanisha ako middle class or better off. So we look for public schools and very, very vulnerable schools all over country. And then from there, we select what we need to do in that school the most, and then we do it.
Okay, that's interesting. So what inspired at this young age, people like me are looking for their own lives, and we don't really give out. I want to use the word now. We don't really care about these other people who are growing, because we are all struggling to make a life. And at this young age that you're in, I expect you to be struggling to make your own life. So what is inspiring you what is inspiring your philanthropic journey to see that there is a need that I need to meet within these communities?
That's a good question. We are, as a youth, bado sijakuwa stable, but whatever I normally believe ni you cannot have enough to help. Every day you will never have enough. Hata prezo najua ana enough ya kutusaidia sisi sote. So the little you have, it inspires me. I say bora nakula, I'm healthy, I have shelter, I can provide 1, 2 for myself. So the extra cash and the extra mile and hard work and talking to people, so nasema why not? Because normally when I meet a kid, maybe ana kiatu hata kama ni wa where I stay, imagine, I don't know, it's just inside me. Naweza muita tu tuingie kama ni super or anywhere, eri nikose, but at least yo mtoto asikanyage chini, because I normally believe in the next 10 years sisi tutakuwa wazee. Hao watoto wana grow, ndo tunategemea they make Kenya a better place. So I normally believe kuwashika mkono, kuwapea hope, kuwaonesha kwa maisha you can lack, you can get. So I believe kidogo ile niko nacho, it's good, and the wisdom Mungu amenipea, and the friends and the people, companies and whatever people believe in me. With the little God provide for me, I provide for kids, because I believe kids, they have special place in my heart.
Okay, that's interesting. You'll make me stay closer to you, and every time I'll be walking barefoot to meet you so that you can buy me your shoes.
We ni mkubwa saidi watu wako na ndevu.
You said women don't grow old. We have adapted that as men also. You are not growing old. Hizi nimeweka tu zile props. It's not a real thing. Just a
prop. Kaspool niliona wamewekwa manywele.
Yeah, so hata mimi nimeweka tu manywele.
Steve Simple Boy.
That's it. But wow, those guys are mature. I'm not.
You are not.
I'm only 12 years old. And
natembeanga
chini, so the way you say it, with the little that you remain with, at least you have to do something and buy me a pair of shoes.
So madogo
ni mambo
madogo.
Oh. And guys will ask, with what you've just said, guys will ask, like, yes, what are some of the sources of your income that makes you generate these things that you're giving back to the community?
That's a good question. So I thank God. Amenipea, what will I say? Amenipea
networks,
the courage, the wisdom, and the small network, including my close friends. So, and the people who support me in Mercy Foundation, and I'm so grateful to them, because most of the time hata nikisema tukisema we need something like tuchange, people is no, they don't insist, hawakatai kuchanga. And then I have like companies kama Kenafric, big out to Kenafric. The CEO of Kenafric, Manyur, amenisaidia sana, and I'm forever grateful. So I have other companies and some people maybe wale tuna work now from abroad and whatever. So everyone plays a part in Mercy Foundation, and I'm so grateful to them. Najua siwezi wataja wote, but I know and they know I'm always thankful to them, and I'm so grateful to all my friends, to all companies. Na yeah, to mheshimiwa Babu.
Did you just say Babu? Or we know that you know?
At least most of the time he writes for me letters. Nakimbia nayo juu chini. Yo it counts. The people like someone working for Babu anaitwa David. Thank you, David. We have Priska. Thank you. We have Mercy. We have Ndugu. We have Alan. We have we have I have a lot. Okay.
Watu watafikiria mimi niko na kitu.
It's not a matter of
the little that we chip in,
and
whether
the
it's 100 bob.
It doesn't matter hata kama ni 20 bob.
Whether it's a single phone call.
Yes. We have akina Julius. Thank you so much. My dad, my mom.
Your favorite.
My dad, my favorite.
Wherever that you are, she speaks good of you every time, and she's so proud of you. And I believe you're also proud of her in whatever stride that she's making.
Asante dad.
And all the people mentioned, congratulations. It's not easy for someone. As she said, you guys don't give her, like, you don't hesitate to come through whatever she needs, that help and all that. And we'll be talking about what you guys have been able to plan, like a few months ago. Is it 1 month or 2 months ago? We'll talk about the movement, the reggae movement. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
So, what impact do you want to make sure that you're having or you're creating through your philanthropic work, like within the community? Impact that you feel like you want to create within the communities through your kindness.
Okay. The impact I want to weka ni, even if God takes me today, at least nitakuwa nimementa watoto kadhaa, nitakuwa nimeonesha watoto kadhaa there is hope. Hata ukitoka ghetto, utoke middle class, utoke kwa mababi, we all have equal opportunity.
Ngoja nikuulize, ni demu wa ghetto vipi?
Mimi ni wa ghetto.
Ghetto gani?
Sky ghetto.
Ghetto gani? Ngoja kwanza, kwa
utasema ni ghetto.
Jerry si ghetto bana.
Mimi ni msichana wa Jerry.
Jerry si ghetto.
Jerry hiyo ni ghetto.
Jerry si ghetto.
Hiyo kwanza hiyo ni ghetto, ingine hata tuwezi ongelea.
We only know of several ghettos in Kenya. That is Kibra, Mkurukwa Njenga, Mkurukwa Ruben, Mazare. Na gani ingine? Hizo ndo ghetto zinajulikana kabisa within Kenya.
Hadi Jericho.
Jericho si Jericho si
ghetto. Hiyo Masai Jericho, but mimi ni msichana wa ghetto. So nimelelewa middle class, whatever. So I know the struggle, sometimes unakosa, sometimes you have. So impact nataka kuonesha watoto ni, as you grow, respect your parents, ujue kwa dunia kuna kukosa na kuna kupata. So usiku unafanya vitu mbaya ndio upate ama ukose. So as in tu ni lazima nioneshe mtoto kwa roho yake that living is for the living. Usichukuliange vitu so serious kwa maisha. Every time Mungu provide. So that's the only impact I want to leave in people's heart. Hata si lazima nijulikane or anything, but at least hata kama nitashika roho ya watoto kadhaa, of which I believe I have up to now, that's enough for me. I get joy. Hata naweza lala usiku hata bila kukula.
Hata kama umelala njaa kwako, as long as mtoto mahali ameshiba, okay.
For real, true.
Okay. I've seen you struggle in that position, I know. And last question, you know, most of the time, women will always be supporting women. Why did you choose to support both genders?
Unajua, something said, kuna Akote said, we cannot fit in one position sisi wote. Tukizoea kuacha boy child, ni Akote na bibia Honorable Rigiji. Walisema, the more we exclude boys, the more boys wanaingia kwa depression. Ni poa kuonesha katoto ka kijana, hata sisi madem na watu tumekoma, we care about them. Cause huyo kijana kesho ndo atakuwa mtu anakujengea manyumba, atakuwa driver, atakuwa lecturer, atakuwa every field. So tukizoea kuonesha tu madem au ndo priority, our boy child wataingia kwa depression. So for me, I believe every child is equal and they need the same opportunity in the society. So for me, I believe kijana msichana, it doesn't matter the gender, provided you put impact na waoneshe the society, it's suit for everyone. No one is higher, no one is lower. Hata kama society ina madem mbele, it's because of the many things happening to us ladies. But pia boy child ni very important.
But whatever happens to you ladies also happens to men. It's just because men don't speak much. You don't talk much. That's why you don't hear of these cases.
True.
So we cannot just narrow down and say whatever. Okay, though many people say, but the highest percentage of these cases happen to women, not to men. But who who has ever taken data of what women are going through? Yeah, we rather not say talk about it, because again the very community will down look unto us if we try to say that, hey, mnajua Masi ananipiganga, mnajua Masi mwanaume anafaa kupigwa aje. No, people won't really understand. Now next question will be, what are the qualities that you're looking into for the organization that you want to partner with, or the schools that you want to partner with?
Quality.
Yes, like what do you look into to say that they qualify to work with us, or they qualify for our philanthropic activities?
Mimi kitu ya kwanza huwa naangalia how vulnerable the school is. Unajua kama the time we were doing a project na senator wa Kilifi, shout out Honorable Mazayo wa Kilifi and the team from the manager's team. So we went huko mashindani ndani, si huku tao sijui Malindi Watamu. We went to ushago ndani, so we see this school unaweza pata kwao wakuli, shule wakuli kwao, as in they can't even afford one book. So those are the places I want to touch their lives. So huwa tunaenda mashinani kabisa. So pale hata kama they don't know who you are hata kama wajui ni nani anawapea msaada, it's good provided some katoto kamesaidika. So yeah, I guess that's what we look. Very vulnerable.
Vulnerability, that's what you're looking into. That shule inakaa tu chakara vile.
As in unasikiza, unaongea, tunaendanga kama shule 4, tunaongea na principal na how are they called?
BOG.
BOG. And then now we weigh. Ikwangi rahisi to choose, but we weigh. So shout out to my team na wale wanapanga kwa ground, they make my work easy. So but they normally go like 4 schools and then they weigh.
Ona ni gani yenye inafaa kupelekewa hizi vitu. Okay, that's so interesting. So because there are people who just do it, like nowadays every person wants to give back to the community, but they don't have a proper channel of doing whatever they are doing. So nakuja nasema tuchange leo tunaenda kwa children's home, but people have been visiting children's home since.
Yeah, true.
And they're continuing to do the same, but which impact are they leaving in those venye umesema kupelekea tu mtoto kitabu peke yake siku moja na utoke utairudi tena, it doesn't really leave an impact. Okay, they will be happy that wamepatiwa kitabu, but most of them might not be in need of those books or those pens. They might just not be in need of trying to talk to someone, to be mentored, as you say that you guys are doing mentorship programs.
We normally go to centers. Unajua kwa mashinani most of them have centers. So mtoto anatoka kama mbali huku they have one center. So we provide the center with the food na learning materials and maybe footwear kama slippers. Shout out to Ken Africa. So most of the time I prefer giving to a center because watoto wengi wanakuja kwa hiyo center. So naacha unga, maragwe, unga za chapo, wapikiwe uji, wapikiwe maragwe na ugali. So it's easier for kitu ina continue hata kabla 2 months ishe, tunafikiria hiyo 2 months ingine tutatoa wapi.
So it's something that you guys do oftenly, not just once. It's not a hit and run idea.
No, we do often, and most of them we don't post. Because zingine tunapost, of course, to make our page running. Zingine we don't post. So zingine unaweza patana na very vulnerable, hata unasikia aibu kuchukua
picha upost. But that is what other people are thriving on. They take such a photos, post to them.
So for me, you know me.
No, they don't know you.
I'm saying, you are ones at least.
We are talking to the viewer.
It doesn't matter. Ndo nasema, as in, you know me kidogo. You know, kuna some things I don't post. Me, I believe, kama nimepea mtu, wacha ikuwe kama hii ama project, kuna zile I can post. But zile post na miningi wacha mtu achukue na asaidike, kama nikatoka saidike. As Abel Mutua said another day, yeye uchukua pesa, whatever, anasponsor watu wanasoma, na huyo mtu amesponsor mtoto, ajui ni nani hata analipa. It's the same case of me. Mimi nikienda shuleni ambiwe na mwalimu, au wasichana 3 au vijana 2, they are clever ni unaweza pata school fees ya mtu ni 15k. So huwa na hustle where I can. Thank you to everyone who helped me. Tunalipia kama watoto wanne. Huyo mtoto anasoma na ajui hata ni CEO ama si foundation na huyu sitai post. So sometimes I believe it's good to do that.
I love that because even the Bible itself says whatever the right hand has given, the left hand should not know. Whatever the left hand has given, the right hand should not know. So you leave it to God to glorify God and God to do the rest for you.
Hata bado nasikia vibaya nimesema I should not say but
you've not given the names of those people or the schools the schools or institutions where these guys are going. So it's just a blanket that you've given, of which every person will do that. And there are people who will go to the specification. Unajua ile shule inakuanga pale Mundika. Kuna watoto watatu mimi nafundishanga huko. Ile shule nyingine inakuanga kule wapi Barkazere. Kuna watoto watatu mimi nafundisha. Oh, sorry guys. Sometimes I can be tricky. Okay, I can do comedy, but we're not sure comedy. So what's the vision? Okay, what are you envisioning in future? Because as we said earlier, envisioning in future, like what's your vision in future? As you said earlier, many people are coming up to do the same, to do what you're doing. And now, what are you planning to do better than them? It's not about competition.
Yeah, I wanted to say starting with that is not competition. Yes. And I believe it's a calling and no one is paying you. So I just love being around kids. So our vision as Massive Foundation is to get more kids to help, as in to reach out more. It doesn't matter if we it's public or not public, provided we make as many as possible kids to be happy in life, as in their position. Najua kids they just exist in life. So we want to make their existence better. That's our vision. And to make the vulnerable kid smile, putting smile on their faces.
Now, the next question on that would be, if you are desiring to have more young people come in and you have had to help them. Now, from the experience you've had about on matters on how to bring resources together, resources mobilization, services that are given, what do you think like you really need in that area for you to make it work much better? Because once the numbers increase, you also need to have more to give.
So I normally say, hata nikilala nikiomba Mungu naambianga Mungu siwezi fikia kila mtu, but wale kidogo Mungu atanibariki niwafikie, wacha niwafikie. So I normally pray for wisdom, knowledge and more connection kwa watu kaa nyinyi. At least Mungu afungue, God to make my ways easier for me to attract and to have many good friends, many good destiny connectors. Ndo ule mtoto asaidike. That's my only hope.
So from what you're saying, I can hear you say, you know, there is someone somewhere who really wants to help a kid somewhere, and those are the people that you're praying that God should connect you to. The number of children increases because it will continue increasing.
Of course.
When people watch this, they will start looking for you. Like, hey, Alan, nipatie connection ya ule Massive Foundation. Ako wapi? Na ndo huyu. Sawa. Should I give you a number out or
yeah, no problem.
Ama wakitisha namba kwa we utanipatia kitu kidogo. Utumeka kitu kidogo.
Yeah, kutuma kitu kidogo mtoto akose kusaidika juu nataka kitu kidogo.
That's what people do. By the way, that's the next question I wanted to ask you. Have you ever experienced such in your organization? Because there are people who do that. There are people, utamuuliza namba ya PK, atakwambia ukitaka kufikia PK ni mimi tu. Na lazima utatoa chai. Yeah,
I encountered once and I don't want to talk about it sana, but we solved. But hope wherever he is he'll change. Si vizuri mtoto atupoteze opportunity juu wewe unakataa. You are burning bridges. I know kila mtu ana hustle, but si poa kuhustle na soul ya mtoto. That's all I can say.
It's okay. I understand you and you're wise. You answering the questions wisely, and I know it's that wisdom that you're asking God to give you to know how to deal with this stuff and all that. and we can all see that wisdom from it. So what are some of the things that you're so proud of for the time you've been in this job?
It's not a job, it's a calling.
It's part of it.
What I'm proud of ni many kids wamesaidika, even if many of them cannot understand ni nani amewapea or ni nani amekuja, but the smile I see on those faces makes my heart very happy. Nasema Mungu wape tu, make their ways easy, hata kama ni tutoto, they just exist in this world. Lakini nikiona mtoto anasema tu asanti, ama as in the joy they receive you with, you know, kids are just angels, they're just nice and good to be around. So nikiona tu wana smile, they say thank you, wamesaidika, hata kama siwezi wasaidia lifetime, but the little nimewasaidia in the short time, it makes me happy and my heart at peace.
So that's what gives you joy, to see a child smiling somewhere.
Sana.
As you say,
God
the
knows.
angels, the innocent soul smiling. You feel like, wow.
God knows how
amazing.
much I love kids.
Okay. And you do have one?
No, I don't have.
When are you planning to have one? Or that's too personal?
Mungu atasaidia. Wajua kila kitu imeandikwa.
Do you have someone? Because these people need to know whether you have someone or not.
Buka hiyo question. Okay, I don't talk about my love life. I prefer it to be silent.
Okay,
I'm at peace like that.
We respect that. Yeah. We respect that. So wewe mwanaume mwenye ulikuwa unataka kutuma mistari, usitume mistari. Ama ukituma zikataliwe pia shukuru tu Mungu. At least you are a hero, you tried.
Lakini wacha watume tu labda. But I don't talk about my love life.
It's okay, sawa. Mkituma tumeni, zikataliwa, zikikubaliwa, sawa. Zikataliwa pia, you are a hero, you tried. At least you did something that someone else could have not done.
Ngoja Independence Day wafurahie, they are heroes.
Yeah, ngojea tarehe 12 December. Upatiwe inakuanga OGW ya president. You tried something for yourself. What have you learned or observed from experiences of your parents or grandparents that is really fueling to do what you're doing now?
Me, I can say I saw it kwa babangu. Kwa familia yangu, I'm the only kid. So my dad most of the time alikuwa anapeana nje. Alikuwa watoto wa kijiji, he has a shop, wholesale. So watoto walikuwa wanakuja, wale wana vitabu, whatever, my dad could give them. So babangu akaniambianga siku zote ukizoea kupeana kuna siku utalaka. So babangu amelea watoto wengi hata kushinda mtoto wake. So I guess it's something inside me. I cannot say nili borrow somewhere, but I borrowed a leave from my dad.
So saying that, what are some, how has your family benefited from the generosity work that you guys have been working?
I guess 2 blessings, because we are healthy. We are not complaining. We never lack. Hata kama tunalack hata na hii uchumi. But at least, I believe when ukizoea kutoa, mambo yako huwa rahisi. Si ati unapata, but huwa rahisi kupata. So I guess my dad alinionyesha hivyo, na hakuna single day. Yes, we were not rich, but hakuna single day we ever slept hungry.
And you've never slept hungry?
And I've never kosa kwenda shule. Nikiwa hivi mkubwa nimestruggle peke yangu. Mimi nasema kwa
ukiwa mkubwa umelala njaa. Juu hauna food ama umechoka tu utaikupika.
Juu sina food. Saa zingine nakwambia hata 20 bob unakosa.
Mfalme.
Mfalme.
Unajua sawa waamini hiyo story.
Mfalme huwa anakosa.
Hata mimi napigianga mfalme, naambia mfalme niokolee na kafinje, mfalme ananiambia. That's a joke, guys. But that's so beautiful of you, by the way. As I said earlier, most of young people of our age or youth of our age, we are really focusing on to making ourselves better. And a few of us like you will be struggling to make yourself better as you make other people's life better and all that. Because we're living in an economy where nothing is enough, as you say. You don't give
it will
because you're
never
enough.
be enough.
Yeah.
It's true.
You're never giving because you're enough. You're giving because that is something that is in you. And we've just learned all these things that you're doing. You learn them from your father and all that. And
But it's inside me. Nili just borrow and leave kidogo.
okay. And now, what are your last remarks to the guys who are holding your hand and working with you? You know, this you had mentioned a few earlier, like Babowino, Alan Hoy, and and these other guys, Ken Afric, your diaspora friends, of
The
which
people we did reggae with.
yes, which you guys, is it 1 month ago?
Yeah.
You guys planned for a very big reggae concert in this country.
For
How was it?
Albarozi, shout out Albarozi. Thank you for coming and supporting deaf people at Kwale
How
Deaf
was the
Center.
event?
The event was, it's first time trying. Not first, it's 13 edition, but it's first time bringing Albarozi in Kenya. So shout out to Joss, our boss, the director of Deaf Center in Kwale is our boss. So thank you Rose Sankok, ule mtoto wa Sankok Rose. Nakupenda baby. There's Kare, the musician, hata ametoka Amsterdam jana. Thank you guys and the manager of Albarozi and the people like Melvin and the others who made the day successful. So wakina Lavosti. So it was good. Out of 10, I can say it was 9. And we tried and watoto walifurahia, Deaf Center wakafurahia. We are happy as community. So that's whatever I can say. Alafu pia anakuja very soon next year, early next year. We will communicate you guys buy ticket, support us, wacha to support our watoto because we are doing it for giving back to community. Si wale my event organizer
Like it's not about you getting anything for yourself.
Yeah,
because
because all the
things that
pesa
you get from there,
yote it's going back
but
to
to the
community.
That's interesting. Is it a way of talent support program or?
It's a way of appreciating society and giving back to society. So ukinunua ticket umesaidia mtoto deaf mahali, umesaidia mtoto wako shule mahali.
Thank you so much. It's been lovely. It has been lovely to always be lovely engaging you. It's not for the first and the last time. It's the first but not the last time to engage you. We will be having you on our show and we'd like to cover some of your stories by then, what you're doing in the community so that people can literally see what you're talking about, because maybe just the words are not enough to explain for people to see. And there are people who are willing to connect with her for whatever she's doing. You guys are free to do that.
Yeah, anytime.
You reach out to me. I'll give you a contact for free. I won't charge you anything. And that is it. So if you're really willing to help a child somewhere, you are in the right place. You can do that through her. And the show is made possible by Dominion Sounds, located within Nairobi CBD, Nairobi CBD, OTC, that is Gatkin Complex, 4th floor, room 4B. And when you come there, you ask for Peter Kitheka in Amo, you'll get them. These guys are the best producers of music within Kenya and East Africa and the world at large. You've done music for great people outside there. We won't mention those names, but you just come. And Babuino, we are on your side. This one is serious. We are on your side in 2027. We've seen the work that you've done in your constituents, among your constituents and in your constituency. We appreciate. We've seen the leadership qualities in you. We appreciate that. And what about when you become an governor 2027? Can't we be the formal studio for the county? County studio. County studio. County studio. County studio.
But Babu is a good boss. And I'm proud niko kwa communication team yake. Shout out to Babu. Yeye ni msee wa watu na msee wa youth. I'm sure with the right channel he will. He's the best.
Mwambie tunataka kumpiga interview tu.
Mwambie.
Babu, I would like to have an interview with you. And it will be on leadership and politics. Yes. I would like to have that interview with you. I'm kindly requesting Babu to have an interview with you.
Mungu anatasaidia.
Just call me wherever you want me to. Wherever you are, I'll come there. I'll come. Me and my team will come there. Mzuri. So with that, we wrap up for today. Until next time we meet, same place, please don't dial. And remember to do what? The only way you're supporting us is by subscribing and view, watch, and you can cut a favorite one and share whatever you want to share. So we love you. Until next time we meet.